Hello everyone, it is July 1st, which means we are migrating. So, for those that don't know, I go back and forth between my two notebooks because I like both black paper and white paper. So I move back and forth. So we are migrating from June into July. So the first thing we have to do when we are migrating and doing all this reset process is looking over June. So I have done this a bit last night. So I have completed every single day in June, the 75 hard challenge, which is why all of these are filled out, which is the first time this has ever happened to me, which is exciting. I knew it was going to happen because I'm very committed to making sure I finish this, but it's still very nice and satisfying to see. I've gone through and everything that is left are things that I did not do in June since it is July 1st now. I'm just checking to make sure. Okay, so almost all of my goals got done, which is super cool. All of my business stuff got done, also super cool. Plus extra stuff because in here I have digital downloads, but I did multiple, so that's very nice. The only thing I skipped a couple days and like swapped out something, so I added at the end. You guys know my projects. We are still working on painting the house, so that is the biggest project right now. So it's just gonna take time. Here is my monthly calendar with my finances. I have gone ahead and done my finances, so let me go ahead and put that in really quick. Okay, so those are my income streams and my expenses for my business. I don't do my regular finances on here. So we are still positive, which is positive. All right, so let's go ahead and set up all of the reset things. I'm gonna look back in May to like help me put this together. So we are starting off the review page really simple with some decoration. I only added a minimal amount of decoration just because I want to be able to fill everything in where I want to fill it in, and then I can go ahead back in and add from there. So I have a section for some sort of monthly reflection, journaling aspect, and then I have my level 10 life. So the ones that I have are goals, fun, work, family, health, business, finances, and physical environment. So most of the things stayed the same this month. My goals stayed the same because I think I talked about it a little bit in my quarterly goals. I started to like review and kind of get into it a little bit more. So I felt lost, but now I'm feeling a little bit better. So ultimately, I think it kind of leveled out. My fun is pretty much the same. It is, getting into summer. We haven't taken any like trips or anything yet, so I'll save going up anymore for when we're taking trips. Work, we do have a new hire onboarding, so I'm optimistic for the first time in a long time. Family is still a 10. I feel very connected with my family. My health went up one. I feel good about health. I feel like at least my fitness and my diet are going really well. I posted on my Instagram stories the other day some body transitions that have been happening, and I feel good about them. There's still some underlying issues I need to deal with. My business stayed the same. Finances, I took a hit there, not for any particular reason. I just there's some ways and things and savings that I want to address here, but the Syracuse house did sell, so like my financial state is better than it has been, but I think I need to look more about personal finances from here. And then physical environment also took a little bit of a hit. Honestly, the house has just mostly been a mess. Okay, well that took a little while. I kind of mentioned it over in my voiceover, but the circles are for things that have stayed the same. The pluses are things that have gained, and the minuses are obviously things that have been that have gone down. So we have goals at 9, fun at 9, work at 7, family at 10, health at 9, business at 8, finances at 7, and physical environment at 8. So those are my that's my level 10 life check-in. So that's one of the reasons why I only did a few little decorations, is because I kind of needed the room, and I'm gonna have like a big section right there for the pixel art type thing. So let's move on to business finances. I'm just gonna put that in this section over here. So we have the in section, the out section, and what is the difference between the two? So that is income. This is outgoing. And then what is that difference? So I do have that information. I know I don't always, but it is July 1st and I did already do this. So for my income, it totaled $822 exactly, which is odd. And then we have expenses, which is $314.44, and that gives me a differential of $507.56, which is very good. I honestly wasn't expecting that very much. Okay, so we have a section for jotting down, like sort of journaling. This past month I journaled about starting 75 hard. We have a section for workout, so let's go ahead and add that in here. And I'm gonna use like the basis of my goals to try to figure out which other elements I want to put in here. But I also want to put month in review. I wish I had thought about that before I put business finances, but it's fine. So we have workout information. So how many days of 75 hard am I up to? On June 30th, I have completed 47 days. And I worked out for the entire 30 days, which breaks down into 60 workouts because I did do 2 workouts a day. And then I didn't do any extra challenge this month aside from 75 hard, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I don't think I need to complete anything else with the 75 hard. The other ones are like drink water, and I don't really want to calculate the ounces for the entire month of June. It is like a minimum of 100 ounces a day, but sometimes I do more, sometimes I do less. Well, sometimes I do more, sometimes I do exactly. I don't do less. Otherwise, I would not have completed the challenge. And I also don't really track how many pages I've read. It's a minimum of 10 pages read a day, but I have gone over that many times. So I'm going to keep it there for that. I do want to put in successes for home projects. I did do some, which is shocking. So we almost have the house completed. So I'm actually going to put this like kind of in a bar chart type of thing. Well, not a bar chart, a progress bar. What other projects did I finish? I finished all the Ring cameras. Those were the main things. Okay, so my yellow's mad at me. I'll have to go clean it because it's very upset with me. So let's put in some business successes. If you play around with the paint pens enough, like they start to work. The problem is that I haven't cleaned these freaking things in a week. So it's probably been longer, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, so business successes. We had the June sale, which was 55% off the entire month of June. Well, the last 3 weeks of June. Let's see how many videos I posted. And then I'm pretty sure this is my largest differential in like a while, because in May my differential was like $3.90. In April, let's see, $3.88. Oh, and since March, I'm gonna say largest differential in Q3. Okay, so those are the business successes. And I honestly, I guess I can talk about work. Let's talk work because we do have a new hire coming on. They haven't started onboarding yet, but they've started all the paperwork. In the federal government, it takes multiple months to get anyone on board. It's just the different types of background checks you have to do and things like that. So it does take a little while to get them actually on board, but they have started their onboarding paperwork. So I'm going to go ahead and put onboarding. I did complete a workflow. This wasn't all up to me, but I am overseeing the project. We do have 1 out of 6 reports being reviewed currently, which is honestly a lot of progress because there's 4 different people working on these reports. So it does get very much backlogged because we all have different elements of the reports that we have to put out. And let's look at, I guess I can put that I put out 2 new digital downloads. And by 2, I mean like 2 sets. Well, 4 sets actually. Okay, so business, home, work. What else do I do? I did projects. Oh, and then I'll just put a big thing right here that says the house in Syracuse sold. I'm so excited. Okay, so that's perfect. That was the biggest thing that happened this month. So for sure needs its own little section. And then of course I will put in some journaling over here. And then I'm gonna go back in and kind of add some more of the pixels. I just really don't want to do it now, especially because my pens need to be cleaned. So that is the month in review. Let's go ahead and start transferring things over and looking at my annual pages. Okay, we are back in the white notebook doing the annual pages. So I do have a couple things that I wanted to put down, which was the janky game that we went to and Father's Day gifts. I don't think that there's anything else that I want to add yet, so let's go ahead and move forward. Future log, there's nothing really to add here. I am about 90% sure we haven't done any of this. Yeah, no, we haven't done any of that. Oh, I should book a massage soon. I have added some stuff here. I do need to go through and like kind of put in the budget numbers for these things. Some of this I'm not gonna know. We're not doing the kitchen upgrade. I think we've already decided that, so I'm not gonna mess with that. There's nothing new here, nothing new here. I did message my doctor, so I'll put that. This is July 1st, so I have not done this yet, but I will go ahead and do that after I finish up. The fitness challenge is also going to be 75 hard in July, just because I'll be finished literally July 29th. So that's going to take up most of my month. I was going to put that away, but I'll just put that there. So let's go ahead and include that in here. Okay, so that is, it kind of feels like it's cheating to have both of those, since it's supposed to be 12 fitness challenges, but I'm not gonna get too in the weeds with that. I mean, technically, could I do jump roping and be like, that's part of my cardio every day? Sure. Running, I have added a couple. I only ran a couple times. I do have to fill this out. I never went back in and filled it out for May. I do have everything on Notion, so this kind of feels stupid to fill out now. And I might go back in and like just put some of the colored paper down and like fix this, because this is also not how I arrange things, because that's not how the tax system works in the US, like my expenses, that's not the categories. So I'm doing things differently on my Notion, so it feels stupid to do it. So I might go back in and adjust this and just put a bunch of the colored dot grid paper down and then refill it out. So I'm kind of contemplating that. So since I'm contemplating it, I'm not going to do it right now. And then YouTube videos. I do have a video coming out for the imposter syndrome. That is coming out in July, but I have already filmed it. I need to go back in and do this task management one. I skipped it just because of some stuff going on. So I'll have to go back in and finish it. So that is annual check-in, and let's go ahead and move things over into July. So obviously the cover page is fine. Finances we will fill out. Ooh. Okay. Let me go in and add stuff off camera, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I went in, I looked at my content calendar, I looked at birthdays, I looked at softball schedule, I looked at my regular phone calendar, and this is what I've got for the month. Of course, everything could change, so that's totally fine. And then here is my goals section, so I'm going to go ahead and put in the 5 goals, and then the habits The habits are easier. Let me put those in really quick. So this is going to be and then I do have 3 others down here. I don't know what they will be yet, so I'm going to leave those blank. So for my goals, so I know I'm going to work out at least 29 days. So I'm going to put workout 29 days. Well, I guess I'll put workout 30 days because it'll end on the 29th. I'll take the 30th off and then I'll start working out again on the 31st. So let's put workout 30 days. That goal, doing the challenge for 75 hard, that's going to stay the same. I am going to have new releases. I'm not going to have a sale in July. I finished one of the workflows. I do have to work on the Power app. And probably the biggest home thing is finish painting. Sort of. We'll see. We probably won't get to the trim. We'll see. And hopefully we finish the railings. The railings, there's really not much left, so I think we should be able to finish it. Finances, I won't do till the end of the month. We just talked about the habits. And I'm going to go ahead and fill out all of these task lists. So I am just migrating my tasks over. There are some things that I need to do in each of these categories. I do use basically a template for a lot of this stuff. I go back in with my June and I move over things that have not been completed. I add some things there, and then there's also things that are just like monthly occurrences. Like my entire business stuff is based on a template that I have in my annual spreads, as you saw earlier. So I can pretty much get that done every single time, and then I just add from there if I need to. Filming I do in my content calendar every month, so that's already been released and I know what's coming up. And then projects, honestly, no project is ever going to be done at my house, I swear to God. But that's basically what I do when I'm moving over my task list. Okay, so that's all I've got for my brain dump for my master task so far. Of course, these always fill up more as the month goes on, but this is just how I dump my brain into my bullet journal based on the last month. So, of course, I will fill some more stuff out. I'll think about these. I don't know what I want to do yet. There's my calendar, and that is all of July set up. We've reset, we've reviewed June, we've moved into July, and that's perfect because it is July 1st. So let's go ahead and have a really good month. Let me know in the comments down below what you do in your reset process. That is so helpful to me because it can always help me refine my own reset process, or things that you would like to see in this reset process every single month. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.